Hey dear friends, I made this really fun necklace. It's like a choker necklace, the heart one, and I want to teach you guys how to make it yourselves, okay? So what you're going to need is tin foil, string, a hole punch, and if you don't have a hole punch, you can, with the help of an adult, have them help you poke a hole into your design. Cardstock, or I actually ended up taking some cardboard off of this box and I just cut it into the design that I wanted it to be. I also will need you to get some permanent markers, some tape. It's optional. It's only if you want to secure the back of your masterpiece, and writing utensil. That would just be for you drawing out the design that you want, okay? So I drew out on my cardboard a rectangle, and then I cut it out all around, okay? And then I took my tin foil, and I wanted to make sure, the big thing was, let me grab my bigger piece of tin foil. The big thing was I wanted to make sure that the tin foil was large enough to for sure cover the front of my cardboard. So you can measure or like be sure that it's large enough by measuring one, and then you can draw a line, and then you're going to want to go where you drew the line, and then do 2, and you can draw another line, and then you can do 3, draw another line all the way down. You need to be gentle because tinfoil is very fragile. You can see I wasn't so gentle that it broke a hole in it. It's not going to be a big deal. And even if I didn't have tinfoil this big, it would be fine, just because you don't have to cover the back of it. I think on this one I covered the back of it, but for the sake of this project, let's go ahead and say, what if I don't have a ton of tinfoil in the house to use? What you're going to do is grab your cardstock, grab your tinfoil, and just make sure it at least goes around the front of it. Okay, this looks good. And if I fold it, I know it's going to cover the front of it. Next is the design part. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my markers, design. I'm going to color it gold. I'm going to put some dots on it. And I'm going to end up having this. Now, I want to take my cardstock, put my design side down. So I don't want to see my design right now. What I want to see is the blank tin foil. Okay? Then I want to put my cardstock on top, and then I want to fold it over like I would a present on one side. Fold it over on the other side, fold it down, and I just want to make sure every single side is folded back. So it should look something like this. Then, get this, when you flip it around, that's what my design is going to look like. I don't have a hole punch, and I will show you using a pen, or if you don't have a pen available, a pencil. Definitely grab an adult for this because you don't want to get poked. You'll just have an adult help you poke a hole where you are hoping for it to be poked. You need to do it a little bit lower, so you don't want to do it super towards the top. At least, I don't know, at least an area safe enough where you know it's not going to, an adult can help you know where to put it. So then getting the string in can be tricky. So what I do is I take the pin and I actually push the string through the hole with the pin. And once I get the string through, in this case, it's going to take a little bit of extra work. Once I get the string, enough of the string through, I'm able to grab it through the other side. So it might take a little bit of time, but hey, we have time, don't we? It's not really sanitary to lick, so if you have water, you can get your fingers a little bit wet and twist. And if that still doesn't work, you can always grab your tape and tape it around the tip of your string, and that will help it hopefully go through the hole. But if you twist it enough, it should help it for you to be able to pull it through if the pin method didn't work. And voila, here I am with my new design. Now, for this one, I'm going to take my string and make sure that it's through completely evenly, okay? And then I'm going to take both strings and I'm going to tie one knot and scoot it down to meet my cardstock. And an adult can help you with this if you're having trouble on your own. You see that? It's going to help it lay nicely on you rather than funny. So this one would be for a child. I made it quite small, and I should have mentioned this. Make sure you measure your string before you actually create it. So voila, there would be my necklace. Now I made a couple other necklaces in advance to show you guys. You can cut out one that's a square. Be creative. Do whatever it is that you like for shapes, colors, designs. I did another one where I just drew triangles, so that's a fun one to wear. And then I did another heart, and it just says friend. So if you have a best friend, you can always send this to your friend, and you can have a friend and they could have the best, or you could have the heart that said best and they could have the one that said friend. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Really, really excited to see what you guys end up doing. Talk to you later.